Every time I bump right into you, I get all tongue-tied. Want you to know me.
Hi guys, welcome to the first spring deep clean of the year. Now that we officially entered in spring, it's time to get our house prepared as well. And as you can see, this year I started my spring deep clean in the bathroom and outside in the garden, because in previous years I already mentioned that I love to first clean up the outside area, because that's from where the dirt comes in. So by having a cleaner outer area, there is less dirt what we would bring in. So if you are ready to transform your home into a much cleaner and aesthetically more pleasing home, then let's clean this journey together. I like to start my cleaning first with tidying up and taking the unnecessary things out. What I mean under unnecessary things are the decorations or other objects what doesn't need for cleaning, and they would serve us better if they aren't around, because this is the best way to speed up your cleaning. You lose so much time while you keep packing and tossing things around to clean the surface, plus next to the time you lose your energy and definitely your motivation, because it's overwhelming to take off the things, find another place for them, then clean the surface and move back everything. And you have to do this with every surface what you want to clean but has stuffs on it. Whereas if you take your time to quickly tidy up and get a box or your laundry basket to collect everything what would hold you up with your cleaning and move them out of your way, it would take off the stress from your shoulders. Me personally, I find it very stressful to find another place for the stuffs, because in a bathroom there isn't much of a space other than the floor. Now I know not everyone has such a small bathroom like ours, but still there isn't infinite surface to move stuffs from one space to the other, and many times you have to use the floor to store things. And what is most of the times annoying in this, that you will bump up your things accidentally, you may break some of your things, and I am sure breaking your favorite perfume or other product would shift your mind from the cleaning to grief, especially if it was an expensive one. Okay, grief is definitely a strong word, but if this happened with you, then I am sure you get the feeling. Then the next thing what I see it wrong is that if I took the time and I worked so hard to make the countertop or sink area clean and disinfected, I don't necessarily want to put things back what just been on the floor, especially on the bathroom floor, but this is my opinion and I know I can be really picky sometimes.
Way too shy, I can't just go around admitting that it's you I like.
Now that we discussed the emotional side of the cleaning, let's talk about the cleaning itself. So to me, spring cleaning means that I give the house a really good deep clean, where I clean every room or every space from top to bottom, and as many surfaces or corners or items what I can just think of. This means in the bathroom that I wash down the entire tile area, starting from the highest point possible.
I wish that I had.
The reason why I started the cleaning from the top and work my way down in sections is to avoid getting dirty the areas what I already cleaned. So I cleaned the tiles above and around the window, then I cleaned the window, then the mirror cabinet from inside and outside, to make sure that I won't mess up the lower area once it's cleaned, so I don't have to work twice. I am not perfect, so it happens that sometimes I lose the track and I have to work twice, but I try my best to think ahead what needs to be cleaned before I move to a lower level. I don't really like this big radiator here because it collects so much dust and is a bit awkward to get the dust out from there, but I bought a flat duster, so hopefully that will help to get all the dust out.
That's enough to flirt a little, but I'm too scared of it.
I did show you guys, but I haven't mentioned that to clean the tiles and all the white growth, I use the Domestos bleach spray. When I am deep cleaning, I like to use chemicals that are a bit more aggressive on dirt and germs, to make sure that if any nasty thing is hiding in any corner or anywhere, it gets removed. Usually you just want to quickly get your bathroom or any area of your home, to be honest, clean and germ free, but you just don't have the time to scrub every inch of your house. This is why these deep cleans are so important to me. So if there is any areas missed in the washing every day, then there are days when I do slow down and deep clean every inch of the house. This shelving unit just doesn't want to work out for me. I keep coming in and trying to figure out how would be the best to organize it in a way that is aesthetically pleasing, but I always get stuck. Before we opened up this storage, it had doors and I hated it because it looked like a bunker, like in a horror movie, so I wouldn't really like to put doors on it. But if I could cover the shelves so I can use organizers which work for us, but if I combine them, they might would look a bit cluttery or less pleasing confusing, if you know what I mean. I don't want to buy organizers that are beautiful and would look great, but I cannot get a good use of them. I like to choose practicality over the look because that would make a storage functional and your money well spent. So after I started to clean the shelves, I was just constantly trying to figure out what to do with it, and not now, but later while I was cleaning the rest of the bathroom, I realized, so I came to the decision to compromise. So my new idea, what I think might could work, is to add doors, but just above the first shelf. So there I could add some decor to make this side a bit more cozy, because there isn't much surface where I could add a picture or something to make it less boring and scary. Or maybe this just came to my mind, but I think we could do a picture door, so like a hidden cabinet. That is worth to look into. You see how quickly you can get new ideas when you talk about your thoughts, or it's just me who gets inspired by just talking about her plans. Anyway, so I did pack half of our things back on the shelf. Those are the organizers what are working for us currently, and because I didn't know yet my new idea, I left the not working parts empty, hoping that would help me to clarify what I want.
I wish that I could listen to the voice inside me, a voice that
Now the door is clean too, just as most of the tiles, only above the part where the tiles haven't been cleaned yet, so it's time to spray the faucets and the screen with lime scale remover, so while I get some more cleaning done, it can soak. While the bath area is soaking, I will clean the toilet, and because I am doing deep clean, I will use a sponge with bleach and hot water to give a good scrub for the toilet. If you are an OG here, you know that nothing makes me more confident that the toilet is clean than scrubbing it with bleach, and this is because some viruses can only be killed with bleach, so at least when I deep clean, then let's disinfect everything properly. I also added a toilet cleaner block in the cistern so that can clean the areas what I cannot reach, and also add some sand after using the toilet. In the everydays, I use antibacterial wipes to quickly clean the toilet, but even though I am wiping the toilet quite regularly, if I don't clean it with bleach time to time, the seat starts to have yellow stain, what definitely makes me a bit skeptical if these wipes are truly working. I mean, they should have some disinfecting effect, but I am not sure that it is as good as for the bleach. I already mentioned that I would love to try the Clorox or Domestos wipes, but here in UK I haven't seen them in stores, but now I can see that they are more reachable online and their price started to get cheaper, so I think I might will try to order one just to try them. I also added a toilet rim block because my husband said that one of his clients had one which had a really strong and nice smell, so we got a couple of them which was looking like that, but none of them was the one. So now I am just trying to get rid of them because I don't really like them. I prefer the stick-on ones because they are more hygienic. Let's finish cleaning the tiles, so one more thing will be ticked, then there isn't much left. I think we are more than halfway through. The testing been done, the window is clean, the tiles are done in a minute, the toilet is clean, so all it left, the bathtub, the screen, the sink and the floor, and we can bring the things back and enjoy the clean, fresh bathroom. The limescale remover what I use is the Viacle limescale remover, and I love it because it does a good job, but still it's so hard to keep black faucets clean in a bathroom. I love how the black looks, but it's just not for us for everyday use, so I cannot wait to get rid of everything what is black in the bathroom, and I am thinking to get back to silver or try the brass or champagne, something what isn't too yellow gold, because that's not really my style. Just like with the toilet, I also clean the bathtub with bleach when I deep clean. This is an old bathtub, so the enamel is already scratched, so it needs something more heavy-duty. In the everydays, I use a bathroom cleaner to clean it, but once I deep clean, I give it a good bleach scrub. And I usually give a deep clean once a week, or at least I try my best to keep up with the routine.
When you pass me by, sometimes you look my way and say my name and I turn around.
I also want to talk a bit about my this year spring deep cleaning, because this year, you probably already guessed it, yes, it will be different. I am all surprised and changes this year, even to myself. So my new spring deep cleaning routine got born while I was deep cleaning the bathroom, and we also were deep cleaning the garden and making it ready for spring. You will see that later in the video. But yes, we were kind of working on both areas in the same time when everything clicked in, and I said, okay, this will be my goal and my routine for this year's spring deep clean, what will be a bit more than just deep cleaning. But I think things would make more sense a bit later in this video, so I will talk about my routine in more depth once we got this bathroom fresh and clean. A quick rinse, then the silicone is quite moldy, so I sprayed with a mold remover. Unfortunately, the tiles aren't flat, so after a while the silicone starts to separate from the tiles, and as the water gets underneath, it starts to get moldy, and because it's coming from behind the silicone, it's hard to kill it, so the best solution is to change it time to time until we get to the renovating.
You just walk on by. It's like you wanna talk but get caught off by your own mind.
I like to use a bit of window cleaner solution to make the screen streak-free, and I also wipe the faucets dry so there will be less water stain.
I wish that I had guts enough to flirt a little, but I'm too scared I'll fail. I wish that I could listen to the voice inside me, a voice that always says, give it.
Let's not forget to clean the bath panel as well. For that I only use my usual bathroom cleaner because it's just a DIY painted plywood, so the bleach would be too harsh on the paint.
Oh, don't waste your time, 'cause you're running out. Give it a go and ask her right. Only takes one try, yeah. Even if she tells you no, then at least you know. So give it a go, give it a go. Oh, oh.
And we are already close to bath time. The thing is, next to my deep clean, I still have the kids to look after and other household chores what must get done, plus cooking, so it takes time until I can get everything done. I wish I could just get in the bathroom, deep clean it in one go and not have to worry about the kids or the food or other stuffs, just me and my cleaning. But yes, all it left is more like cosmetics and cleaning the sink and the floor.
To flirt a little, but I'm too scared I'll fail. I wish that I could listen to.
The other day I was watching a designer's video who was talking about how to have an easy cleaning or low maintenance bathroom, and what he said really catch my thoughts is to not to have countertop sink, because then you have to clean the sides as well, plus there are more surface to show dirt and the gap between the countertop and the sink could be hard to clean. Sorry, I am also using my Hoover to get as much dust out as possible from there. And then if you have an under-mounted or an integrated sink, you don't have to worry that the kids' fingerprints or your hair or makeup gets to the side as well, but definitely would be in your face. And it's so true, I was already thinking about to have an integrated one, because with this one it's hard to not to get wet while washing your face, because for that we should lower the cabinet, but then it would look awkward having a cabinet nearly as low as the bathtub, because you have to add or take the height of the sink to the cabinet as well when you measure the height of the bowl unit together. And if the sink is higher, then as you wash your face, your arms wouldn't be as low and the water slowly starts to drip to your elbow and splash everywhere.
To the voice inside me, a voice that always says.
This is the next day and I am just bringing back the rest of the things because I finally figured out what I want. Then I will bring back the decorations and redecorate the windowsill, and here will come the twist about my spring deep cleaning routine.
Give it a go, don't waste your time, 'cause you're running out. Give it a go.
I love the lilies, but I felt like it's too elegant in here and I am craving more like freshness, so I changed them to eucalyptus stems. Now I use these because these were at my hand and I wasn't really planning to redecorate in here. It was quite random and it came with the new routine, so later on I will change them to a bit more lighter ones because I feel like these are a bit too dark. I want something really fresh like the leaves in the springtime. And this is how it turned out. Only one thing was annoyingly bothering me, so let's paint. So the bathroom was so lovely and fresh, but I felt like it's not enough. I can do better. So with the outdoor deep cleaning and spring prep and with the bathroom deep clean, I came to the decision to not just deep clean this year but also get those undone projects done what would add to the freshness of our home and also would make the house look cleaner, and I mean it, because if I paint this box it would look finished and it would feel more cleaner, if you know what I mean. But if not, then later on I will highlight more examples too. And here we are. This was the start of our outdoor deep clean and spring prep. So first we collected everything what we don't need anymore in a big pile so we can hire a scrap guy and he can take everything in one go. Then I started to clear out the dead or live plants from last year because we haven't got the time last fall to finish clearing out the garden and make it ready for spring. I also started to plant our veggies to have some home produce for this year. Hopefully we will have a better summer so we can enjoy some homegrown veggies and fruits. My phone's battery died, and here what you see, or you could see, is that we also called a tree surgery team to cut our apple tree. It was a cooking apple tree and it was making a big mess every summer and fall, and it attracted the wasps as well, what made me worry about the kids. Also, they said it was half of the tree dead, what we already assumed when we moved in because it looked really dried out. Then after we uncovered its trunk, it started to look better, but it never turned as green as it should. It also had some disease, so with all this in place, it was better for everyone to be removed, even for the neighbors as well, because they won't need to clean up the apples what falls in their garden, and also the other neighbor can now enjoy a bit of sunshine in the morning as well. I had to clean up so I can put the bags and the greenhouse back. We need to figure out how we can cut the trunk lower than it is now because they couldn't get to it because of the wall. We are thinking to add a smaller tree there, but definitely in a pot. But anyway, we need to do something to level the trunk and the ground. One of our veggie beds had a bit of accident. One of the branches landed on it, but only the screws broke, so it's easily fixable. I bought some more plants to add to my flower bed, so I will plant those now. I love because now my flower bed got to the stage where there is flower from February till November. The first year when I started to plant everything, I was like, I'm never gonna have a nice flower bed with blooming flowers all year around, but with every year it gets better and better, so don't give it up if you plant something and it doesn't look like how you wanted it, because it might only need time to get stronger and bring more blooms.
Even if she tells you no, at least you know. So give it a go, give it a go.
We finished the day yesterday with painting the covers, and this is the next day making more progress and making the garden more cleaner, more organized, and hopefully easier to maintain. And as a first step, we bought a tumbler to get rid of the garden hose, what never stays folded and is a pain to fold it. So having the tumbler would make the folding and keeping the hose tidier really easy, and also it would make washing things off way easier and more motivating. As you can see, having the hose down on the ground, it makes the area look messy and it collects the dry leaves and dirt, so it's not something that is aesthetically pleasing. So all these little annoying things got me to the decision that this spring my deep cleaning routine will be more than just removing the dirt, but also removing small things that instead of would be helping or serving us in cleaning or keeping our home clean, it makes us overwhelming and adds extra tasks to our everyday chores. Because like now, soon we have to start watering the veggie garden, and it will be so much more effortless to do that this year, since you don't have to detangle the hose before watering, then fold it afterwards, which also saves us time and energy. And I think this whole year will be a year when I look deeper in these things and try to find a solution first for the smaller, easier to fix or budget-friendly things what would make the maintenance of our home and garden easier. Now let's fix the veggie bed, and sorry for not being so put together, but I was so focused to get done as much as possible that I couldn't care less about me looking more an everyday human who is not in front of camera. We did misunderstood each other with my husband because I thought we would add the tumbler here where we have the water bath, and he thought we bought it for the front, and we already discussed this before we decided to add it to the front, and we also decided to have one smaller one here next to the water bath, but until then we have to add the hose in here so I can use all this rainwater to water my plants. And now it's time to wash these stone tiles. As I said, now with the tumbler on, it will be more motivating to wash things, so here we go, and not to mention how satisfying it was to see the transformation. So first we cleared the area and I swept the leaves and dirt while my husband started to wash down the tiles. Isn't it just too satisfying how all the dirt gets washed off, or I am having some problems?
Ooh, boy, I'm burning up. It's like you're breathing fire, 'cause I'm sweating in.
It was truly so satisfying that we had to take turns because both of us wanted to do it and enjoy seeing the removal of the dirt.
Of you. Ooh, the world is in your clutch. Your count keeps getting higher, and I'm standing in.
We started the tire washing a bit late, so quickly started to get dark, but we managed to wash off quite a large area. Then, because we just couldn't see anymore, we decided to stop and finish it next day.
In line for you.
And this is the next day, and we will start another little project but is also a huge help for us. And this little but very practical thing is a magnetic gate stopper. Then, because the wall where the gate stopper goes isn't straight, we have to cut a piece of wood to fill the gap and straighten things out.
With a heart like that, you're gonna get stacked with love, yeah. And what I got is metal light, I know, na 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 na. With a song.
I just gave a lick of paint for that piece of wood to look better and also to protect it from weather. Then until that was drying, we went ahead and added the netting to the covers. Last year we had so many problems because of the wild animals. I was planting things, then the next day they all been digged out or munched on. Especially the foxes, those are doing so much harm to our veggie garden and to really anything what is in the garden. They took my husband's slippers, they chewed our daughter's shoe, a bag of fur leather handle, but I was planning to add on the openings of the protective cages, and not to mention the littering. It feels like we are having a dog. So the larger cages been made last year, and once they got done they were life-changing, but we haven't got the time to get the smaller ones done too, so it's time to finish them because it's time to sow the seeds as well. And we got one done, then it was nap time, so we went up, and after nap and lunch the wood was dry, so it was time to add the gate stopper to its place. And let's just talk about how that gate stopper would make our garden cleaner. So the thing is that this part of the garden is very drafty, so if we need to leave the gate open for some reason, then we always have to put something in front of it so the wind cannot slam the gate, and usually that thing is whatever what is in a reachable distance goes, and usually gets stuck there. For a while we had a bag of gravel, then that being used, and my husband bought AdBlue and left it in there, so we were using that until we had it, then a bucket but got full of rainwater. To be honest, sometimes it's even a pain to find the support for the gate, especially when you are in a hurry, but now we just open the gate all the way and the gate stopper will hold it in place. There is no need for any silly things to support the gate, and we don't have to waste the time finding that silly thing.
Yes, I hope I won't miss that competition. And when I play what I gotta go na 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 na. It's like I wanna get shot and glue.
My husband was saying, oh, you should record that we truly got rid of that piece of wood what was there to stop the gate knocking to the brakes, so it's all gone, and I know we used the wrong bin, but no harm been done. While the boys are cleaning up the tools and get other things done, I quickly wanted to get the use of the covers and start sowing the seeds and plant some onions as well, and our daughter decided that she would like to help in the garden, so we tried our best, but don't be surprised if the carrot will be parsley and the salad will grow in the grass.
And over my grave, I'm gonna get
After a couple of fail and success and resowing, we are ready, so it's time to water the seeds. And for some reason we couldn't start the water pump, so I had to use my watering can instead of the hose. Then we can put the doors and covers back and let the seeds do their growing.
Your feet so screwed. I'm gonna get smashed. I want it so bad, 'cause you make me go na 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 na. I'm lighting up whenever
I do like how that bush grows over our fence, but unfortunately it covers our lights, so they cannot recharge. So I did trim them a bit, then a bit of watering here as well, and we are done for the day.
I'm in your presence, so I'm floating in your smile. And it's just my kind of love. You got everyone's attention. I've been falling for a mile. With a heart like that, you're gonna get stacked with love.
Today we will finish the rest of the tie washing and cleaning the entry area. I wouldn't say that I had decorate, but I did get prepared for spring.
Yeah. And what I got is not a lot, I know, na 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 na. With a song like this, I hope I won't miss that competition. And when I play what I gotta go, na 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 na. It's like I wanna get shut and glued and over my grave. I'm gonna get played, but you make me go na 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 na. Like I'm under your feet, so screwed. I'm gonna get smashed. I want it so bad, 'cause you make me go na 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 na.
To be able to wash the tiles, I have to first clear the area. I was thinking that maybe if I wash the doormat, I can reuse it, but this idea didn't work out.
Na 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 na. Can't explain it, why I need that touch. Maybe I'm going crazy for you. I'm outdated.
Such a transformation. In the meantime, my husband got home, not realizing that he is kind of in the picture.
Never burns too much. Maybe I'm going hazy for you. It's like I wanna get.
I am so glad that we took the time and washed the tile down, even if it already has bicycle wheel prints, but to be honest, I never tried the pressure washer before because I never needed. So now that this new skill been unlocked, I might get too obsessed with it.
Shut and glued and over my grave. I'm gonna get played, but you.
I just quickly wiped the lower part of the door in case I messed it, then it's time to bring the things back. So I haven't bought nothing new other than the doormat, so I will use my lilac tree and my azalea to decorate, but they aren't blooming yet, so they don't really look springy yet, but as the weather will get warmer, they will be really pretty. All I need to do later is to get outdoor pots, but they are quite pricey, so I keep putting it off.
You make me go na 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 na, like I'm under your feet, so screwed. I'm gonna get smashed. I want it so bad, 'cause you make me go na 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 na.
Then while we were cleaning outside, I also managed to paint the pie box. It took me a bit of time because you have to wait for the paint to dry between coats, and I painted 3 coats of primer and 2 coats of wood paint to get it really white, and now all it left is to silicone around everything. It's crazy that even just a silicone line how much can add to a place. It definitely makes the bathroom looking wise more cleaner. Then we also got a new skiller to change our old rusty one, and this one looks again way cleaner. Then to put the windowsill decoration together, I wanted to add a tray, but it's not what I thought it would look like in person, and it's also smaller than in the description, so later on I will need to buy another one. I am trying to figure out what kind of order to use now that the tray is smaller than I expected, and with this we got 2 spaces spring deep cleaned, and actually more than that, because they not just turned cleaner but more organized and aesthetically more pleasing. We also made little changes what will help us to get to a low maintenance, clean and organized home. If you feel like this is what you need, or you just enjoy videos like this and you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to do so, because there is more to come. And also don't forget to like this video. Then the next video will be the bedrooms, and we got done so much in there too. I cannot wait to share all the motivation what that video got for you guys. So now, thank you so much for watching and have a lovely weekend, and I see you in my next one. Bye guys!